Welcome to the 15th Street Gallery. I'm Rachel Heath. I am the Children's Marketing Manager for the King's English Bookshop, and we are very excited to welcome with us tonight one of our fantastic local authors. Mr. Savage has spent the last couple days going around and doing a bunch of school visits for schools in the area, and I had the chance to sit and watch him do these presentations, and I thought he was phenomenal. And not only did it say something to me as a reader, you know, the quality of his writing, but it showed to me that he was really invested in this idea that children need good books to read, and if they can just find the right story, they'll get sucked into this world of reading. And so as a bookseller, to know that definitely means something to me when I'm recommending these books to people. I know that this is an author that is committed to helping children read a good story and commit themselves to a lifelong reading. So anyway, that was really fun. I was really grateful for that opportunity, and having gotten to know him a little bit better, I'm even more excited to welcome him. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Mr. J. Scott Savage.
Okay. Do I need to turn this on here? Okay. Oh, it's on. Okay, cool. All right. All right, well, thank you so much. We were driving up here, and Jennifer looked over and she said, "So are you excited?" And I said, "No, I'm like scared to death." And she's like, "Why? I mean, you've done lots of these presentations." And I said, "I have no idea." And she said, "Are you worried, like, you know, the food or the books?" And I said, "No, I'm just nervous." So anyhow, I'm really excited to be here. I want to start by talking a little bit about how Zombie Kid happened. I didn't get my agent with the book Zombie Kid, the agent that I have now. I actually sold him another book called Demon Spawn that was a young adult book that took place in hell, and we were really excited about it, and we worked on it for about 9 months. And the problem was, from when I sold him the book to when we were ready to go out and start shopping it to publishers, the combination of dystopian, demons, and angels had like totally blown up. And all the publishers were like, "We really like this story, but we just don't have room for it right now." It wasn't like rejection. It wasn't like if you change it. It was just, "No, we don't have this right now." And that was really kind of depressing. And combined with that, I had my Far World series, which I'd written. And the first 2 books had come out, and the publisher had kind of gone off and on. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. The publisher had kind of gone back and forth on if they were going to continue the series. And at that point, it was off. And so I was having lunch with a friend of mine, Rob Wells, who's around here somewhere. And I actually said to him, I said, "You know, I just am not sure if I'm going to continue trying to write publicly. I'll continue to write because I love writing, but maybe I'm just going to take a break for a while." And then kind of a weird thing happened. So my agent said, "You know what, we're going to hold off on shopping Demon Spawn anymore right now. Do you have anything else to show me?" "No, I really don't." "Are you sure there's nothing else you're working on?" "Well, there's this one book called Zombie Kid about these boys who really like monsters and everything like that, but you wouldn't want to see that." "No, yeah, send it over to me. I want to see it." "No, really, it's totally different from it's not YA, it's middle grade, it's got all the humor I had when I was a kid and all that kind of thing. You really don't want to see it." "Well, send it over to me anyway, I'll look at it." So even when I sent it to him, I wrote a little email that said, "Michael, hey, listen, you may not like this book at all, and that's totally fine. Don't worry about that. I won't be offended. You know, it's really different, and I'm okay if you don't even read it. That's totally, totally fine." And I sent it to him. Well, we've got a bunch of seats right up here, and then there's a couple seats over there too. So if you don't mind being like right up front in the splash zone, then we're okay. So I sent it to him. And he calls me back about Demon Spawn to kind of discuss some things. And he said, "So let's talk about Zombie Kid." And even then, I'm like, no, that's okay. And he goes, "Can you like pitch a couple of other books along with that? You know, like 3 books that would all go together?" "Yeah, I guess so." And he said, how soon can you get the rest of it written and get this over to me?" "Pretty soon." "Why though?" He said, "I really want to sell this. I love this. This is a really great story." And I was just blown away. This was not what I anticipated. This was not what I expected. And even when I sent it to him, I'm like, you know what, if this doesn't sell, that's okay. But he sent it out, and about a week and a half later, we had offers from Penguin and Harper, and we ended up signing with Harper, and it was really exciting. So I guess the first thing, if I want to kind of have a moral to the story, it's that a lot of times, you know, you hear that it's darkest before the dawn. I think a lot of times, right before you're succeeding, there's a bunch of seats right up here, guys, and a couple over there. Everybody turn around and go, hello, James Dashner. That's my mentor back there. So anyhow, a lot of times when you feel like things are the worst and the darkest, it's right before you're going to succeed, and your subconscious knows that, but you just need to figure it out. So that's kind of my little story there. Now, talking about Zombie Kid itself, when I wrote Zombie Kid, like I said, it's probably the most autobiographical book of mine. It is me when I was a kid. When I was about in 8th grade, my brother and I, and kids, don't do this, okay? I'm just warning you now. Do not try this at home, all right? We lived in New Jersey, and my brother and I discovered this big pipe that went underneath the street. And we were like, I wonder how far that pipe goes. So one night we snuck out, summer night, we snuck out with flashlights, and we're kind of creeping around, you know, and we get to this pipe and we crawl in and we start crawling through the pipes. And we're not thinking about the fact that we could get lost or that it could collapse or that, you know, there could be a rainstorm, you know. No, we're just crawling through the sewer pipes, you know. And so we got probably 2 hours in and we're like, I wonder where we are. I have no idea. Occasionally we could like see a grate or something like that, but that's all we could really see. By the way, it wasn't connected to like toilets or anything, you know, so it wasn't like we were crawling through raw sewage. We finally get up and we found a manhole cover. And we're like, okay, let's see what's up there. So we kind of get underneath it and we push up on this metal manhole cover and we slide it off to the side, okay? And we pop our heads out and we look around. And there's a kid about 10 years old sitting on his front porch. And I want you to imagine this. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. You're sitting on your front porch, and suddenly, in front of your house, the manhole cover lifts up and starts to move. And these two kids pop out. And he's just like staring at us with these totally wide eyes. And so we're like, we're the sewer rats. And he's like, Mom! And he took off, and we like put the sewer cover back and manhole cover back, and we took off. So that's kind of the story that I wrote. And so when I wrote Zombie Kid, I wrote it as a story kind of about me and my friends, about the kind of stuff that we did and the kind of sense of humor that we had and everything. And so if there's a second thing, the second thing is, if you're a writer, write what you love. Write the stories that come out. Even if you think they can't sell, if they're the things that make you smile and make you laugh and get you excited, they're the kind of books you should be writing. They're the kind of exciting books that are there. So that's the second thing. Now, the story of Zombie Kid is basically these three boys that love monsters. Halloween's their favorite holiday. The ones, his aunt dies and he's supposed to be going trick-or-treating, and instead of going trick-or-treating, he has to go to his aunt's funeral. And without giving too much away, he goes into his aunt's basement and discovers that his aunt is a voodoo queen, okay? And it kind of gets worse from there. In fact, on the little bookmarks we have, turning into a zombie was the easy part. But one of my favorite scenes is when they discover he is a zombie. Can I swipe your book for just a minute? Okay. I want to read a quick little section here for a minute, so hang on, bear with me. Can like someone come and tap dance up here or something while I find this? So, let's see. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll look in the table of contents. That would probably help me more. Okay, let's see here. There is no table of contents. That would do it. Okay, hang on. Okay. All right. So, while they were waiting, Carter managed to down 2 more candy bars while recounting the plot of a monster movie he'd watched the day before. Nick said around his thermometer. What did he say? Carter asked. The thermometer beeped and Nick took it out of his mouth. I told Angelo he better take away his candy before you eat it all. He handed the thermometer to Angelo. who studied it for a moment before referring to the book again. 88.9 degrees. Is that bad, Nick asked. Nearly 10 degrees below normal, Angelo said. If my guess is right, it's going to keep dropping. Do I have some kind of rare virus? Here, Angelo handed an empty water glass to Carter. Stick the open end against Nick's chest and press your ear to the bottom. Carter swallowed. He's not contagious, is he? I mean, no offense, but I think I'd rather die than stop eating. Not if it's what I think it is, Angelo said, but just to be on the safe side, Nick, why don't you put that amulet back inside your shirt? Nick dropped the chain down his collar while Carter pressed the glass against his chest and listened. What am I supposed to be hearing? Carter asked. Angelo looked from the book to his watch. A small bead of sweat dripped down his forehead. Keep listening. Carter squinched his eyes shut, his forehead wrinkling. For over a minute, no one said a thing. Then Carter's eyes popped open. I heard something. Not very loud, kind of soft. Lub lub. Just what I thought. Angelo took back the glass and set it on the desk. He lifted the book and turned it around so the other boys could see it. Does this look familiar? Nick slid forward across the carpet and studied the picture in the center of the left page. It's my amulet, my gree-gree. It is your amulet, Angelo agreed, laying the book down, but it's not a gree-gree. According to the author, the necklace you're wearing is over 1,000 years old. It was created for an African Bokor. Like a stockbroker? Carter asked. Bokor, Angelo corrected. A Bokor is a voodoo sorcerer capable of bringing the dead back to life. Anyone who wears the Bokor's amulet becomes cursed. Nick's hand went to the lump under his shirt. He remembered reading something about a Bokor in his aunt's book. What kind of curse? Angelo swallowed. If my book is right, and from all your symptoms I'm pretty sure it is, the moment you put on that amulet, you invoked its ancient curse. The house was deathly still. You are a zombie. For a second, none of the boys said a word. Then they all shouted the same thing at exactly the same time. Awesome. Okay, so thank you. Finally, we're gonna do one thing that I'm gonna get a couple of helpers with, but before I do, I wanted to say thanks so much. Not everyone knows what an incredible community of authors there is in Utah. I mean, there's a lot of authors in a lot of places, but I don't think there's anywhere where authors are so supportive of each other. You know, where they're constantly trying to help each other, with competition is not a big thing at all. And so I just want to say thanks to my critique group, all of the other authors that have helped me, James Dashner over there for really encouraging me, you know, along the way, my wife Jennifer and my kids for totally supporting me in this. It's so exciting to be here and be doing this and, you know, have an awesome book by Harper and to have something that I'm really excited about promoting. So, with that in mind, we're going to try something, which is a zombie rap. And first of all, I'm going to tell you there's a good chance I'll screw this up because I've done it at about 6 schools and I'm batting about 500 right now, okay? It's also known as how many words can you come up with that actually rhyme with zombie. And my zombie daughter and son-in-law just came in, so. All right, so I'm going to need the help of a boy and a girl. Okay, let's see. Let's get the girl in the orange all the way back there. Come on up here, and let's get a boy. Let me see. How about, I'll have you help me since you let me borrow your book. Okay, come on right up here. Okay, stand right behind the table here. Okay, here, you come right over here. Excellent. Okay, all right. So what's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, and how old are you?
10.
10, excellent. And what's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah, and how old are you?
10.
10, and you guys aren't like dating or anything like that, right? No? Okay. All right. So Daniel and Hannah are going to be my helpers, but before we can do our zombie rap, we need to look a little bit more like rappers. Although you've got a totally cool rapper hat. I like that. But hang on. Okay. So first of all, we need some bling. Okay? Exactly. All right. There you go. All right. Good luck for you. Let's get you some bling. All right. Get my bling on here. Cool. Okay. Now we need some shades. There you go. All right. Good luck for you. We'll give you the leprechaun shades. All right. Okay. Good, good. Get my shades going here. Okay, there we go. How do we look? Okay, so here's the deal. When I point to you, you're going to say dead. Okay, let's try it for a minute.
Dead.
Excellent. Come a little bit closer so I can get the mic closer to you. Come on, there you go.
Dead.
Perfect. Okay, when I point to you, you're going to say smell.
Smell.
Okay, so let's try it.
Smell.
Perfect. And when I point to the audience, you guys are going to say zombie, okay? Zombie. Perfect. All right, so let's try it.
Smell. Dead.
Zombie. Perfect. Okay, here we go. I woke up in the morning and I didn't feel well. My nose was all congested and I couldn't really
smell.
My skin felt cold and clammy when I rolled out of my bed. And when I took my pulse, I found out I was
dead.
I hollered for my dad. I shouted for my mommy. I started freaking out because I turned into a zombie. I turned into a zombie. My mom sent me to school. She said, here's that book you read. She wouldn't listen to me when I told her I was
dead.
So I shambled off to school. I very nearly fell. All the teachers looked at me. They said, you really
smell.
You better take a bath. You better do your laundry. They didn't understand that I turned into a zombie. I turned into a zombie. And then it's time for lunch. I listened to the bell. I couldn't eat my sandwich because I didn't like the
smell.
I sort of moaned and groaned as the other kids were fed. I sat off in the corner feeling sad that I was
dead.
I didn't want bologna. I didn't want salami. I only wanted brains because I turned into a zombie. I turned into a zombie. I was feeling sort of bad, and the other kids could tell. They wouldn't hang around me because I had a funky
smell.
Then I had a great idea. It came straight into my head. The kids won't hang around me because they know that I am
dead.
That's really good. Okay. There was only one solution, an answer to my quandary. I chomped on all my friends and I turned them into zombies. I turned them into zombies. I chomped on all my friends and I turned them into zombies. All right, let's have a big round of applause for our rappers up here. All right, thanks guys. No, you have to turn the bling back in. Sorry, it's got to go to the next school. Thanks guys. Okay, did everybody get a raffle ticket? Okay, do we have the other raffle tickets somewhere up here we can draw them? There we go. Okay. All right. So we've got some zombie stuff to give away here to thank you guys for all coming out. All right, let's see. Let's start with our remote control zombie.
Can we draw?
Yep, go ahead and draw.
All right, so we're looking at the numbers on your ticket. Oh, okay.
There you go.
And let's see, this one is 772324. 772324. Is that you?
All right. There you go. Good job. Hey, Erica, can you come up and take a picture from up here while we're doing this back toward the audience? Okay. All right. The next one that we've got is a pull-apart zombie. Like when you get frustrated, you can like rip his head and arms and legs off and stuff like that.
772320. 2320, raise your hand high. For you?
All right, good job. There you go. When you get really frustrated, you can rip your zombie apart. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, we have got a zombie magnetic poetry kit, okay, for your refrigerator. So you can make poems like mindless zombies wander the night hungry for human brains. Okay?
All right, 772283. 2283. Bingo!
All right. Well, I'll tell you, the kids are doing lucky here, huh? There you go. All right. Good job. Okay. Now we've got zombie bowling. Heads will roll. Okay?
All right, 772288.
Okay. Wow. Good job. There you go. You're welcome. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, we have a set of zombie finger puppets that glow in the dark. Okay? There you go. Oh.
772332. 2332. Right here.
There we go. This will keep you entertained for hours. There you go. All right. Okay. And we have a emergency inflatable brain. Okay. Just in case you lose yours.
772327. 2327. Raise your hand. 772327. Last call.
2327. Going. Gone. Okay, let's do another
This
one.
makes the next one more intense.
That's right.
2274. 772274.
2274.
7722.
Everyone's like, I'd be embarrassed to tell them I need an inflatable brain. There you go. When you have that big test coming up and you need some extra brain power, there you go. Good job. All right, and then we also have, we'll do two drawings here. These are zombie mints, which apparently are supposed to taste really nasty. Oh, they're brain flavored. They're brain flavored zombie mints. So in case you've wondered what human brains taste like, now you'll know. Okay.
772323.
2323.
2323. Right here.
All right, there you go. Those kind of smell like human brains. There you go. Don't take those like before a date or something like that. Okay, one more zombie mints.
772284. 2284.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, there you go. And then for the last one, we've got Waterkeep and Landkeep just came out in paperback. So we've got those two together, the first two books in the Far World series out in paperback.
772334. 2334.
2334.
2334.
No?
No? One.
Do you have it back there? Is that? Oh, wait. We have a winner. There we go. All right. There we go.
Yay.
All righty. Good deal. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming out. I guess now we're going to head back over to the bookstore and do signings. If you haven't gotten a poster, we've got posters, we've got bookmarks. There's chocolate-covered brains over there. So.